you, Jerry Jones, and welcome to another special episode of Sons of Screens. I am Stephen Willie Beeman, alongside my co-host Icebox, and tonight we are going to...
Icebox.
Yeah, you sure is pretty. But tonight we're going to talk some foosball. Some foosball that's for the devil. Some football.
Boy, you got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, we're going to discuss Any Given Sunday and Little Giants. Two totally opposite ends of football movies, but still, in my opinion, fantastic. We'll see what this guy thinks.
We'll see what I say.
Yeah. My real name is Andrew Fay. His real name is Colonel Whiteside.
Well,
and
I don't know about my real name, but that's what everybody calls me.
That's what your fucking real name is, goddammit. And yeah, we're doing some football. So how are you, sir?
Doing pretty good. Had a it's been a little bit of a rough week because my 1-year-old son has got some ear fluid buildup, so we're gonna be getting him some tubes on Thursday. So hopefully that cleans all that up.
Yeah,
he's been having a rough go, but you wouldn't know it for the most part because that kid is a fucking trooper.
Mm-hmm. He's this big of a U. He's a little baby colonel.
The only way that we know that he has a ear infection is when his nose starts getting all snotty. Like, he doesn't act like he's got an ear infection 99% of the time.
I had a kid. Okay, that's because of my kid. Like, he didn't have like ear infection problems, stuff like that, but he was just one of those kids. Like, we didn't really know he was sick until the snot bubbles started popping out. We're like, there's something wrong with you.
The kid is happy-go-lucky, and then he'll get a little fussy, and you check him, and he's running a fever, and he's got an ear infection.
Right. Well,
anyway.
Well, in the sports world, my week has sucked because Jerry Jones is a cockstain.
Wait, what happened?
There's this mediocre player named Micah Parsons that the Cowboys drafted. Yeah, what a bum, right? Jerry Jones doing what he's been doing since he's owned the Cowboys for the last 35, 40 years. And, making himself the GM and refuses to hire a GM because he knows what he's doing. Fucking dumb shit, cocksucker. Not only like our best player in our team now, but like one of the best players we've had since the 90s heydays, and Micah Parsons.
Well, and
we were sure
he was still on his rookie contract, so like he has the potential to be one of the best players in history.
Yeah, hadn't even hit his fucking prime yet, and yet each of his first 4 years, he's had over 12 sacks every season. He's one of 2 people to ever fucking do that in NFL history. The other one being Reggie White, a Packer. God fucking damn it, son of a bitch. And Jerry Jones and his ego gets in the way, and he, instead of paying the man, because he got upset because him and Micah had a handshake deal back in March, but then other players got paid, and Micah hired an agent, and the agent's like, well, he needs to be the highest paid, rightfully so. And then they never even had like a discussion since March about any kind of discussion about a new contract. They were just feuding the whole time. That just tells me Jerry Jones' ego getting in the fucking way. Yeah. Why is he not suffering from dementia yet? I don't fucking know. But
I feel like this proves that he is.
Maybe.
It definitely proves that he cares more about making money than.
Yeah. Because like he's always been good on when we have one of those marquee fucking players. We lock them down. They don't ever go anywhere. We don't trade them away. They stay Cowboy. They retire Cowboy. Not this one. Not one of the biggest ones we've ever had. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, and then all we got is 2 first-round picks and a defensive tackle, Kenny Clark from the Packers. The guy that's a Pro Bowler. Yeah, he's multiple-time Pro Bowler, but back when he was younger, he's past his prime now. Yeah. He's not gonna do shit. Could have got a lot more from him, but Jerry said, "All right, let's go ahead and do that." then we have his press conference. He's like, "Well, this trade is perfect for us. We're just gonna get better. We're gonna become a playoff team now. We're gonna get some Pro Bowl type players. Thanks to this. Not only did you have a Pro Bowl type player, you had a generational fucking player."
Yep.
And then you turn to the Packers, our kryptonite. One of our kryptonites is the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one team that always kicks our ass in the playoffs? The fucking Packers. So now I'm saying Dez didn't catch it. Dez didn't catch it. I agree with you, sir. Dez didn't catch it. No.
Well, I said that live. I feel like it should have been ruled a catch, but per the rule, he did not catch it.
The rule at the time, yeah. It was the rule. No, yeah, it would have been different. Don't even care anymore. And the dynasty in the 90s that he's so proud of and the reason why he stays a GM would have probably been a bigger dynasty if he would have not been the GM during that fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And went ahead his little dispute with Jimmy Johnson. And just, are you fucking kidding me? We wouldn't be talking about the first team to have a three-peat these days.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson had the Cowboys primed to make a run that would have prevented the Patriots from having their start until later.
That's the thing in the documentary, too. That's one of the things that they fought about was who was the one that decided on the Herschel Walker trade that led to the big three-headed dragon that they had in the 90s. Was it Jimmy or was it Jerry? Don't know. Don't fucking care. Fuck your fucking egos and just go, well, it's working, so stick with it. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? But we're going to get a Pro Bowl type, and we can use these picks, and we can go out there and get a good player. Not a fucking player like Michael Parsons. And he's like, well, he hasn't been good at stopping the run. Okay, we get somebody that stops the run, but guess what that leads to? The team passing the ball. Mm-hmm. And you need a fucking pass rusher to stop that. And guess what Micah was?
And guess what? The NFL is moving towards a passing league.
Yeah.
It's all cyclical, but guess what? Right now it's a passing league, and it's not changing anytime soon. So having
one of the best edge rushers, who plays multiple positions. That wasn't even his position when he got drafted. He was a middle linebacker. Yeah, and then he became an edge rusher and started getting all these sacks, and was still playing middle and still covering the fucking slants. Yeah. So the recording of this is August 29th, August 28th when the trade happened. So it's just been 24 hours since it happened. So yeah, the flame is still shooting out of my fucking ears over this.
Somebody's a little butthurt.
Yep. So for the first time in 30 plus years since I became a Cowboys fan, I'm cheering for them to lose. And that's not because I'm divorcing them. I'm not signing divorce papers. I'll always love my Cowboys. I'm ride or die. The reason I'm cheering for them to lose is that if we're doing these draft pick shit, we need to tank. We need to tank, and we need to fucking make those draft picks worth something, or at least our draft picks, because the draft picks that we got from the Packers are going to be high draft picks, because the Packers are not going to suck now for the next several years.
Right. So the draft picks that you got are for next year and the year after?
Yep. Yeah, we got their first round next year and the year after.
So you're probably going to be picking around 20, 25?
Between 20 and 32. Who knows?
I mean, that's likely to be where you're going to be getting that pick at, which there's a lot to be had there. But it's not like you're going to be able to go out there and get a top 5.
Which, I mean, props to the Packers. I mean, they laid it out there. They paid him big. And he got an amazing fucking deal. Because the Packers do have and the Packers already, I mean, and they've already built into a good team, you know. Mm-hmm. They drafted Matthew Golden, who is their number one receiver now, right off the bat. And their defense was already good. I mean, I can't remember the dude's name, but they already had a great fucking pass rusher. Yeah. And now they have Micah, the counterpart. Oh,
they had Clay Matthews, but he's not there anymore, I don't think. I think he retired. But
he retired a long time
ago. They had somebody else that was a pretty good pass rush.
And they're one of the youngest teams in the league, and they're this good. Mm-hmm. So the Packers are now going to be a problem for some time.
Jordan Love's rookie year. He knocked you guys out of the playoffs when you went like 14-2 or something like that.
We had 2 seed, and we were the 8-point favorites, and they destroyed us 40 to fucking go fuck yourself. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Jerry.
I mean, you can continue venting if you would.
No,
like.
yeah, let's get our fucking beers because mine relates to Drew.
I'm gonna bring my beer up first. It is to do with a little bit of or do you want to do yours first since it's related to what we were just talking about?
Oh no, mine is just called Karate Chimp. It's Karate Champ. There's a bunch of karate monkeys on this bitch because I would like to send a herd of these to Jerry Jones's house and whip his ass.
With karate,
that's how I relate.
Your ass.
Yeah, so that's how I relate my beer. What's your beer, sir?
My beer is called Rec League because, I mean, Little Giants. I mean, it was basically a rec league that they were playing in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
the lead into the Pop Warner.
Yeah. Mine is a hazy IPA, a low-cal hazy IPA. So I didn't realize this. I thought originally when I picked this up that it was like from Lower California. No, it's probably low-cal because it's a low-calorie beer.
Oh my God.
And it's only 4% alcohol, which I'm seeing for the first time as well. So.
Oh, damn. That's just a little appetizer. I mean, mine's only 5.4% alcohol compared to the 14% I had last week.
0.4?
5.4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not drinking a juice box with the fucking
That's what I was like,
Zima.
Is it like, do they even have to put an alcohol percent on there if it's
5.4? And yeah, you're right. Mine is a Saracel ale with apricot, mango, and tangerine. I can see why they called it Karate Champ. I'm surprised there's no banana in this bitch.
Funny story. My wife that she has in the garage right now.
The garage.
So I don't know if she'll drink with you or not.
She's probably waiting for my reaction first.
She might.
Let's open up the private chat there, see if she goes it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized that I had it up on full screen, and I don't know if she's been trying to talk to us or not. So I went ahead and fixed that.
Smells a little fruity. Okay.
So mine tastes like an IPA. It's not awful, but IPAs are not my favorite.
I say I've been on a good hot streak with IPAs on this show. I had like a 4, a 5, a 4.5. Apparently, I'm a hipster. Who fucking knew?
You look like one.
This one is definitely. Yeah. Hey, I'm not wearing my thick frame glasses this week. I sent you dick pics. This is what she said. No, she's just.
Yeah, she put the stickers on her new golf cart.
Nice.
I don't have the picture yet, but we'll see. I'm sure they'll come.
Yeah,
through.
this is it's definitely a sour beer. My thing with sour beer is that I always taste the sour first, and it takes me a minute to realize what flavors they added into it.
Oh, nice. Those pictures that she just sent me, they look photoshopped. So I'll just show you. So there's one of them.
Gross.
You love it.
I mean, you guys have a damn good GM, so and a good owner. Good job, Hunt. I almost called him Kareem Hunt, but that's not his name.
Kareem Hunt is on the team again,
but what's his first name?
Kareem.
No, your owner's first name.
Oh, Clark.
Clark. There we go. Just got to think Clark Griswold. That's what I think of when I hear the word Clark.
So I do have a few new first-time watches this week. If you want to go over those without a lag this time.
Bring it on me.
So the first new watch that we had was a movie that came out in 2024 called Brothers.
2024 called Brothers?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It's
so it's not the.
Let me.
Oh, that's 4 brothers.
The names here. So it's Josh Brolin and Peter Dinklage.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah, it was an Amazon exclusive. Yeah.
That was pretty.
That was fucking weird. Yeah, that was interesting watch. I watched that one.
It was fun. Like it wasn't by any means a.
It was stupid, but
it was comedy.
Right, but like it was also just like that was pretty fucking stupid. But it does have its moments,
Mhm.
in my opinion. You know,
We
it was a
also
good time.
watched the 2014 movie Cooties.
Ah, Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood, yeah. That
That's a fun one.
that was a lot of fun. Like the kids turn into zombies.
Yeah, they're cooties. Yeah, zombies.
Right.
Yeah,
She's
isn't
got
Rainn Wilson in
cooties.
that too? Right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah, that's
the,
what I
the
thought.
D-bag boyfriend of what's her name?
Fucking Rainn Wilson playing a douchebag? No way.
He's the D-bag boyfriend of Allison Pill.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I say I've
he's
seen
the
that
gym
movie, but it's
teacher.
been a minute.
It's a fun movie.
I just remember Elijah Wood, and I remember the poster of them like wielding like golf clubs and stuff, trying to fight
Right.
off these kids.
So then the next one we watched that was the first for me, but it came out in 1988. The Great Outdoors.
What?
Yeah,
This is your first time?
it was. It was a fun
Oh
movie.
man, I used to watch shit of that as a kid.
And there's a decent chance that I watched it as a kid, but I do
Just
not
don't
remember
remember
it
it
at
all.
all.
The first thing I think of is bear outside, and then the bear jumps on the door and is fucking pounding him in the ground.
Right.
That and the steak eating contest or
Right.
competition or whatever.
The 72 ounce or the 96 ounce or whatever steak.
Mhm. Yeah. R.I.P. John Candy. What's up, baby? I almost said R.I.P. Dan Aykroyd. He's still very much alive.
Yes, he is. He is.
Sorry, Dan Aykroyd.
So then the other one that was a new watch for me this week was Once Upon a Time in Venice.
I don't know that one.
That is Mark Cullen and Rob Cullen, directors. Bruce Willis is the lead role. You got Jason Momoa as a drug dealer. You got John Goodman.
So this
Sam
doesn't
Cade
sound very old.
Jansen. It came out in 2017.
2017. I say we're done with Bruce Willis now. His brain is all fucked up.
Did I hear that he doesn't even realize that he was a famous actor?
Yeah, sometimes his brain slips where he doesn't even realize that he was Bruce fucking Willis. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that news whenever it fucking breaks.
Oh, it's gonna break at some point.
Yeah.
Like if he's that far gone, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Hang on there, Bruce. At least wait till 2026. We've already had a rough 2025. Wait till 2026, damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Was that your last one?
Yeah, we didn't have 4 weeks in between episodes this time, so I don't know.
So I haven't revisited a lot of stuff because, yeah, we just recently passed Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day, so I watched the remake and then the prequel to the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The beginning.
Yeah, which relates to Any Given Sunday, which I'll explain when we talk about Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
And then I revisited some football movies. I went back to revisit Varsity Blues.
Nice.
So we can Miss Davis.
Miss Davis, you got a problem with me.
Yeah, because I haven't watched that movie in probably since I was in high school. I just remember Miss Davis 10, fucking 10. Penis, vagina.
For me. Like it checks all my boxes. It's football. It's comedy. It's raunchy. It's like the college days type, even though it's high school.
Fucking Scott Conn in that movie. He's probably my favorite.
Right.
Stealing the cop car and shit. Or when he hits the dude in the nuts.
You want to see the new Twitter end zone dance?
That's so good. I revisit that, and I revisit Friday Night Lights.
That's
I feel like I could.
Movie. I like
it's one of my once a year watches. Yeah, right around
Tim
football
McGraw's
season.
The asshole dad.
He played a great asshole. What is up with country artists playing great assholes in movies? Because we had Tim McGraw on that, and then we had Dwight Yoakam in Sling Blade, who was a fucking prick.
Yep.
Oh my good god. The only new watch that I watched this past week is F1 with Brad Pitt, the Formula One racing movie. It was way better than I expected, and just how they filmed like the races themselves and stuff like that, you really feel like you're in the fucking action. And that was at me at home. This shit was on IMAX. Like, I wish I would have saw this shit on IMAX. That shit.
I know it got a lot of good reviews and good box office, but I never saw it.
It's a great sports movie. I mean, it's pretty paint by numbers. You know, guy coming out of retirement, and then we got the young buck that's going against him, and they're on the same team, but they don't like each other. That whole routine and stuff like that. But
yeah,
just the way they did it, it's fan-fucking-tastic. I loved it.
All right.
And then I watched the movies that we're talking this week.
Yeah, I didn't mention that, but I figured it was given that I watched those two. For me.
And then I want you to come up with one good football story, and I'm going to pause so you can think of that because I got to go pee. So, we'll be right. We're back. Wait, with my giant football koozie. I love this fucking koozie. It's not comfortable, but it fucking looks cool.
So my random story has not really anything to do with how I got into football or anything like that, but as a kid, one of the gifts that I got when I was really young, I'll show you the picture here in a minute, because my parents got me this football outfit, which, like, my parents being Chiefs fans and our whole family being Chiefs fans, you'd think they would get me a Chiefs outfit. They got me a Boomer Esiason outfit. So, well, here's the picture of that.
Look at that. Go, Bengals, go.
Me and my boots.
Oh, wow. What an outfit. I didn't even notice the boot until you brought it up. Good job, buddy.
So as a kid, I did not, like, I had friends and everything, but like whenever they were like sometimes, I mean, I'm sure your mama would have times where she'd say, just go get out of the house, go out and play in the yard.
Oh God!
So what I would do is I would play I would create my own football game, like literally me against nobody else. So what I would do is I'd throw the football up on the roof of the house, and that was my passing plays. And then I'd have to run and try and get it. Sometimes I got it way too far. Sometimes,
the same exact shit.
That's the game.
Same exact shit. Yeah, that shit was fun.
So yeah, that's my random story.
So your family's all Chiefs fans, so I'm guessing that's how you became a Chiefs fan, living in Kansas.
Well, and
sense, stuff like that.
When I was a kid, maybe I didn't know what fan I wanted to be, and I asked for Boomer. Maybe I liked Boomer Esiason as a kid, and I asked for Boomer Esiason. But, like, I'm glad I don't have those things now because I hate the Bengals, and I would burn that shit.
See, my dad was a diehard Chiefs fan. He tried so hard to get me to be a Chiefs fan. But growing up in the 90s, the dynasty started happening, and my brother's friend at the time was a huge Cowboys fan, and he was heavily influenced me into becoming a Cowboys fan. And they were winning, so I'm like, I signed the dotted line. I am now a Cowboys fan. But my very first favorite NFL player that I can remember, I remember vividly, Nick Lowry, the old kicker for the Chiefs.
Okay. Yep.
He was my first fucking favorite player. I remember that because I had a doctor's appointment. I don't know why I remember this doctor's appointment. My dad took me to the doctor's appointment, and my dad told him he's a Chiefs fan. And I said, yeah. And the doctor said, who's your favorite player? I said, Nick Lowry. Oh, the kicker. Yeah, he's pretty good. He misses too many sometimes, but he's pretty good. For some reason, I vividly remember that. And then
he doesn't miss more than Lynn Elliott does.
So, yeah. But then, I got heavily influenced by my brother's friend, and now I hate him forever for that because look at the misery I'm in now.
Yeah, we could. But then, if you would have went ahead and became a Chiefs fan, we could be enjoying a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah. If I would have stuck with it, sorry, Dad. But I can thank this torture with being a Cowboys fan into me falling in love with other sports, and other teams, because I was like, well, the way this is going, I'm never going to experience that joy that I got to experience when I was 10 years old. The last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl which autograph helmet, Larry Brown, Super Bowl 30 MVP. Here we go. Thank you, Ryan.
Courtesy
Shout
of
out.
Ryan Bolin.
Fucking love that helmet. Courtesy of Ryan Bolin. Fucking love that. That's so cool. But yeah, so then I started falling in love with other sports, and I'm glad I did because I really fell in love with basketball, and the Thunder finally won, so I got to experience that and does release endorphins to where like, God, this is a drug. This is a drug, and I had to put any chemicals in me. It felt so good.
For all the big four sports, that is the only team that we agree on.
Mm-hmm. Like Rangers winning a couple years ago, that felt great. That was nice lab test because I'm not a huge baseball fan. I'm just a casual fan, but I am a fan of the Rangers. And getting the feeling from that, I was like, this feels pretty fucking good. Now I can imagine one of my three teams, my big three, as I call them: the Cowboys, the Thunder, and the Stars. Those are my big three. Those are the ones I'm all passionate about. And the Thunder finally did it, and now I need more. Now I understand why you're like, hey, I'm not getting bored with the Chiefs winning all the time. Because it's like a fucking drug. And once you got it in your veins, you need more. Yep. You never want to stop.
Like at this point, I want them to be the second team in history to go to 4 straight Super Bowls because they would be the only team in history to go to 4 straight Super Bowls and actually win some of them.
I was gonna say, poor Bills.
No, fuck the Bills.
My mom's from Buffalo, so she's a big Bills fan. She loves her some Josh Allen. She just loves her some Josh. Well, I'll never forget when I learned the acronym of Bills, which is "Boy, I love losing Super Bowls."
I was today years old whenever I heard that.
Oh yep. One of my mom's drunken friends say, "You know what Bills means?" And I was a little kid. What? Boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
Now to be fair, 3 of those 4 Super Bowls, I believe, they lost to the Cowboys.
2 of them. All to the NFC East, but first one was to the Giants, one was to the Redskins, and then back to the Cowboys.
Okay.
And then we fired Jimmy Johnson for some fucking reason.
So
Jerry Jones.
My 4% low-cal hazy IPA was not awful, but like it's an IPA.
I think Abby would like this one.
Well, we'll find out if she has it. So I'll give this one a 3. Like a little better than most IPAs that I've had, but just not there for me.
I know I haven't given many high ratings to sours because they just really don't tickle my fancy. I just like your lagers, your IPAs because I keep discovering ones that I fucking know about that. Sours always hit and miss. This is probably one of the better sours that I've had on the show. This one was really good. I'll give it a 4.
Nice.
See, it went smooth. It was tasty. There's no weird aftertaste. I enjoyed it. It was good.
Well, there's going to be a few sours that I end up having because I try to find some random sour beers for my wife, and whenever she decides she doesn't like one, anything that's close to it gets sent to my Stasho beer. Stasho randos.
Yeah, I know. I know she's more picky than I am. That's why I'm kind of gambling on saying that she'll like it, but I think she would. Just because I enjoyed it that much.
The biggest problem I have with the sour beers is I love them for the first 4 to 5 drinks, and then I'm kind of done.
My thing is I can't have my alcohol too sugary because then I get the weird body aches.
Yep.
Like my shoulders start feeling weird and shit after a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if I do liquor, I can't do the weird sugary liquors that are out there, the flavored liquors. It needs to be straight liquor for me. Otherwise, I'm like,
it's kind of like whenever Natty Light came out with the Natter Days. I had one and I was like, oh, this is going to be my new summertime beer. So I bought a 12 pack.
I remember that.
And I drank it. And all that sugar just sat in my stomach. I was like, nope, not doing that again.
Well, we are making great time right now. So before we get into the movies, I do want to bring up, have you heard of this new football horror movie that's coming out on September 19th, I want to say. It's called Him.
Him?
Yeah. Like I'm him. It is produced by Jordan Peele. It's from his company. There's a trailer out for it now. It stars Marlon Wayans and I can't remember the dude's name, but he was in the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. that you could see. So you'll know who I'm talking about when you do see him.
Yeah.
He was like the Ryan Phillippe in the new one. that guy. He's this football star, and it's like a weird. It's a football movie, but it involves like both psychological horror and slasher. Like it looks fucking good, and I'm sure Jordan Peele's touting because it's from his production studio and stuff like that. He watched this movie, and he's like, "It's better than anything I've done." He's like, "It's unbelievable what this director has done with this movie to integrate two things that you wouldn't be able to do, which is do a football movie and horror, and blend them together." But ever since I even heard about this, I didn't need to see the trailer. I'm like, those are two of my favorite genres of movies. Right. I'm in.
It intrigues me. Like I will make sure that I watch it. I'm gonna have to go watch the trailer for it for sure.
I say at the end of this, I'll make sure you watch the trailer. Even the trailer, though, you're confused but interested, intrigued. You're like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm in. I'm in. So yeah. Anyways, I think the first movie we're gonna discuss tonight is the one I was really excited for you to watch. Through your first time watch, we're gonna do a little Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any Given.
Starring everybody that was in Hollywood in 1999.
Right, there was a lot of big names in this movie.
Oh yeah, that's how we kick it off because that's my only notes for Any Given Sunday is a cast list that I want to talk about because it's fucking insane. I know.
So I didn't look anything up on this movie before I watched it. I was not expecting to see Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, as the owner of the team that inherited the team from her dad. Makes you think of Jim Irsay these days, and his young hot daughters now are taking over. So be curious to see if they run it the same way that she did. But yeah, let's kind of rat them off here. Okay, obviously we've got Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Oh, his performances, and I'll get into Jamie Foxx. Hey, I think this is his best performance that he's ever done. Fuck Ray.
Willie Beeman.
My name is Willie Beeman. That's on my Spotify to this day. I fucking listen to it all the time. We got good old James Woods. Yeah, James Woods. We got John C. McGinley. It was the douchebag reporter Jim Rome type motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's the I love him in Scrubs.
The eccentric guy from Scrubs, right?
Yep. Yeah, Dr. Cox from Scrubs. Yep. Also, I couldn't remember if you've seen Scrubs or not, so I didn't know if you were going to be excited about John C. McGinley or not.
I have not seen Scrubs start to finish, but I've seen Scrubs is one of those that I'll sit and watch it. And
when you saw him, you were like, "Hey, that guy."
Yeah, like I watch it and not know where we're at in the storyline of Scrubs, but still laugh through half the show.
That's fucking great. I love that show. Got good old Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
The smarter of the two brothers. Love you, Randy. And we got Cameron Diaz as a fucking football owner. This casting choice, I love Cameron Diaz, but I thought that was a weird casting choice.
Yeah.
Like I get it's the daughter of inheritance. She's all about business. She don't care about winning, but she knows that winning brings in more business. So it's like a weird little fucking thing that they're going on in this movie because you got the old school coach and yeah. Anyways, continue on.
Elizabeth Berkley.
Yeah, oh no, she's listed on here. Elizabeth Berkley. I was wondering if you're going to recognize her or not.
At first, I didn't. I saw that she was in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, Jesse Spano's in here." And then,
as a whore,
I realized that just like Showgirls, get to see Jesse's tits again.
Yeah, you get a nice little cooter shot too. Like,
yeah.
What pissed me off about her, since we're talking about her, like. He told her that she has pretty hair, and then the next time he's here, she's got blonde hair. She didn't like the suggestion that Al Pacino made, probably because he's old and rich. Fuck you, cunt.
Well, as a whore, she was probably wearing a wig.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. But still, that's fucked up, man. That was like one of those little things where you see her getting that she's wearing blonde because he told her that she got pretty hair. Fuck you, bitch. So then we got Lawrence Taylor.
I was gonna say,
and Jim Brown.
There was 7 NFL players.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, we had Lawrence Brown.
Several.
It's several.
I read that as 7. It's several.
Yeah, because I was like, oh damn, did I miss some people? I was like, I don't think there were 7, but out of the NFL players, we had Lawrence Taylor, Jim Brown, Terrell Owens.
Yep.
was the receiver. And Owens.
Right. I was wondering
His
about that.
mustache.
You had Warren Moon in there. You had Ricky Waters.
Yeah. Warren was the coach. He was. Yep. Hey, look at you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. We had Andrew Bryanowski. Or Bryanowski. I can never pronounce his last name right.
Yeah.
He's in Any Given Sunday. He is the muscle bound Metallica's God guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Ask the old lady what he do for dick,
Mhm.
stuff like that. He's
I
the one.
I busted up laughing when he said that.
Yeah, she said she's in between marriages. So what do you do for dick? I write him down and bring him up because he was Leatherface in the TCM remake.
Okay, so that's the
And TCM in the beginning.
yeah.
Some other roles that he's done. He played Christopher Walken's son in Batman Returns. He was also the weird Russian dude in the Street Fighter movie. He's had some random roles that we've all seen. We just don't realize that it's fucking him.
Right.
We got Aaron Eckhart, Mr. Two-Face himself, from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yep.
As the offensive coordinator, Crozier. Speaking of the guy that didn't like Crozier, LL Cool J. What up,
Right.
LL Cool J? The endorsement horror of a fucking running back.
So him and Jamie Foxx actually didn't get along on set. Like, yeah, they didn't get along in the movie, but they got in fight on set too.
That makes sense because during this time they were both really trying to like launch themselves into more serious actor realm. Because Jamie Foxx was like comedic actor, LL Cool J was the rapper, and they're both trying to. And then crossing paths like that, I don't know. Obviously, egos get in the way, Jerry Jones. So, yeah, that happens. Then we got Bill Bellamy from the MTV fan. I don't know if you watched a lot of MTV back in the day.
I never watched MTV really.
But he's the greatest receiver that's ever lived guy.
Yeah, my wife called him out, so I was like, okay, I don't really know who that is, but
oh, nice. And we got Barry Switzer making an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the commentators. The director, Oliver Stone, is the other commentator, the main commentator throughout the movie. That's the director, Oliver Stone. Did Scarface and a bunch of other movies. He's a legendary fucking director.
Yep.
And a surprise random cameo there towards the end with Charlton Heston.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, I thought this was the movie with Heston. So he actually was supposed to have a bigger role in the film, and they cut out most of it, and he ended up just having a cameo.
You can tell that he
was credited at the beginning of the movie.
Because it seemed like he was kind of like the head of the ownership crew or whatever you want to call it. That's why he's calling a meeting because Cameron Diaz broke some rules and they needed to set up a meeting.
Moving the team.
And then said that I swear that woman would eat her own children or whatever that he said as he's walking away. I was like, damn.
Well, and we also got Charlton Heston a little more than that cameo at the end because they were playing Ben-Hur whenever Jamie Foxx went to Al Pacino's house.
There you go. That was the title I was trying to think of when we were talking about off recording on lengthy movies. Ben-Hur is like a 6-hour fucking movie. Don't ever pick that one.
Oh, when I do, it's gonna be joined up with 10.
Be joined up with what?
10 Commandments. Another long movie. Don't worry, that is nowhere on the near radar.
I said, like, at the beginning of the show, I was like, I'm always going to watch any movies you want to recommend and stuff like that. I would have to break my own rule there. I would have told you to fuck off. I'm not doing 12 hours of Ben-Hur and 10 Commandments.
It'd be close to that. I don't know how long those movies are, but they are both.
In a week's span.
Like, you'd have to split up Ben-Hur in 2 nights, and you'd have to split up 10 Commandments in 2 nights, probably.
And we're going into sports season, sir. I don't have the time to be watching 6-hour movies. Ain't no fucking way. All right, but yeah, so there's the casting. Going right into this movie, like I watch this movie every single year. I always make sure I at least watch this movie every year before the season starts because it always gets me hyped up.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I always forget how much I love the movie until I watch it, and I'm like, oh my god! Like right when it starts, you're right into a game, and we're about to watch Dennis Quaid get fucking hurt, and
Right.
I get
So
sucked in.
this movie I've wanted to watch for a very long time. It's been hyped up very, very much, and
I hope the hype didn't fucking dilute it for you.
It didn't ruin it for me, but I almost was nervous going in just because the hype that this movie had gotten that I'd been given for the movie, it didn't live up to the hype.
I said I wasn't saying the hype was going to ruin it. I just hope it didn't like dilute it for you, like it didn't like.
No, I
didn't want you to come in going expecting this extravagant thing, but it sounds like I'm not the only one that hyped it up.
Oh no, you're not the only one that's talked it up to me. Like everybody is like, how have you not seen this movie? Like
any football fan will tell you, hey,
right? Like it's a good movie, but it was not at the level of movie that. Now, if I'd have watched it in '99, I tried to put myself in the '99 mindset when I watched it. But had I watched it in '99, I might feel a little differently about it. But here we are, 26 years later when I finally watched it. So like, there's a lot of things that are different.
That's a little disappointing. But I'm not another fucking. I was expecting you to like it, and you give it a dumpster fire, right? This is not another. Okay, just wanted to make sure before I fucking cry at the end.
Or is it?
Go fuck yourself.
But like, so one of the things that I didn't realize about this movie, like I could tell right away that they didn't get permission from the NFL because you had the Sharks against the Americans in that first game.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, because this wasn't like a wholesome family fucking movie,
right? But like the NFL, so I didn't realize this until like a little bit ago. But like the NFL refused to cooperate.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So they ended up shooting in real NFL stadiums, just didn't let the NFL know.
Yeah, most of them were filmed at Hard Rock Stadium or whatever it was called back then, the open stadiums. And then the final game was filmed in Texas Stadium. Yep. Before that, got taken down. But what I love about this movie, because God damn it, I love this movie. Because I'm very vocal. I pay attention to acting performances. Like I pay attention to the acting skills and like performances that stick out for me. I do that by itself. But then when the dialogue itself and the whole entire dialogue of this whole 2.5 hour movie is about some form or way about football, I'm intrigued the whole fucking time.
Well, so this was one of those rare movies that, yes, it was 2.5 hours long. When you're watching it, it does not feel like you've been watching for 2.5 hours. It doesn't.
That's what I was thinking too. Because like when it got to the game, I pushed and I was like, it's only been on for an hour, right? And I was like, nope, it's been over 2 hours. We're about to go in the final game. I'm like, oh, okay. And I do that every fucking year.
So one of the questions I had, that last game that they showed in the movie.
Because the Dallas Knights. Dallas is always the fucking villain in all these movies.
Well, but like you've got the playoffs. They played one game. Like, was that the championship or was that just the first game in the playoffs and they kept playing after that?
That was just the first game in the playoffs. Because then if you pay attention when they go to the press conference, they lost to San Francisco in the next round.
Okay. And I thought, big twist I did not see coming was that Al Pacino retired, but he also decided to go take a coaching job in Arizona. And
I absolutely love that singer. Yeah. That's one of my favorite parts of the whole fucking movie is that little zinger at the very end of the press conference.
I did not see that coming at all.
He stole Willie Beeman from the Miami Sharks from Cameron Diaz. Oh, and when it was Albuquerque of all places. Right. The expansion team from Albuquerque, New Mexico was going to.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was New Mexico. I said Arizona. I was thinking of Albuquerque, but
I understand because that definitely tells you it's fictional when there's an Albuquerque in a team. Yeah, Albuquerque Aztecs or whatever, and he stole Willie Beeman. Even though just before that he was talking about how he's going to trade Willie Beeman because he doesn't play along with the team. He's all about himself. Blah blah blah.
And it took all of one game for him to get the trust of the team.
So going to retirement, I'm going to the Spanish team. I'm going to be coaching the Albuquerque Aztecs, and I'm taking Willie Beeman with me. Fuck you, Cameron Diaz. One of my absolute favorite scenes in cinematic history is in this movie.
Really?
And it kind of goes along with what I was just saying. You have two amazing actors bouncing off of each other, and the dialogue is about something that I'm very passionate about, which is football.
Right.
And it's the scene between Al Pacino and Jamie Foxx when Jamie Foxx goes over to Al Pacino's house and Al Pacino tells him that he's benching him for cap. Yeah, and those random inserts have been her. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that scene. Just watching them bounce off of each other, and it always grips me. And then I also saw some behind the scenes of that.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. At the end, Al Pacino's yelling at Jamie Foxx like, "You're no cornerback or flash in the pan running back over there. You're a goddamn quarterback." And then they yell cut, and then Al Pacino tells Jamie Foxx, "And you're a damn good actor." And
I've
Jamie
heard you
Foxx
tell me that before. I didn't realize it was from this movie.
Yeah, it's from this movie, and Jamie Foxx has been on cloud nine ever since. And rightfully so. When Al Pacino tells you you're a damn good actor, you fucking hold on to that and hold on tight, baby.
Like absolutely. Like and I know there's a lot of people that don't like Jamie Foxx. I like Jamie Foxx.
His diversity and his acting range is fucking awesome.
It is.
Because, like, yeah, we know as a comedic guy back in his, like, Jamie Foxx show days and in Living Color days. And
I mean, he's
a very funny dude, but he can be serious. Like, he won an Academy Award for Ray when he played Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
Did you hear me?
He's no Denzel. I know. I heard that. I chose to ignore it.
That was for you.
I'm ignoring anything that adds rage to my Jerry Jones hatred right now. I don't want to hate you right now too. It's a bad time to piss me off right now. Okay, you understand? This golf ball bottle opener will go right up your cornhole.
Well, that'd be a long throw.
I didn't say now. I just said, I will see you again, sir.
You will. You will.
Come with me. Before you get into your negatives, was there like I just explained like a scene that I absolutely loved? Was there like any scenes that like stood out to you in this that you really enjoyed? Like for example, I really liked when Lawrence Taylor cut Jamie Foxx's car in half. There's an offense and there's a defense. Can't do one without the other. I fucking love that scene too. I love a lot of scenes in this movie.
So typically for me on a first watch, I let myself get lost in the movie, like taking the movie in for what it is. Did it
catch you right off the bat like it does me? Like because they go right into a game.
Yeah, I mean, I like that they started right off with the action. But for picking a favorite scene, I don't typically do that on my first watch, just because like I'm just kind of in the story. So
did any performances stand out to you? I mean, Al Pacino is a fucking like every time I watch an Al Pacino movie, I'm like, he is an acting god. He's an acting god. I love Al Pacino.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say.
I love it when he's talking about if there's any pussies in the room, raise your hand. And LL Cool J stands on the chair and raises his hand. He's like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't want you to be the only pussy with your hand raised, coach. I thought that was fantastic.
I mean, this is definitely a movie I'm going to revisit, and like I will probably take a revisit before I can kind of pick favorite or least favorite scenes.
Well, like I said, I watch it every year, and it seems like every time I watched it, I kind of discovered maybe not something new, but I kind of reanalyze and think about it differently every single time I watch it. Probably there's a lot to process in this movie, so it does take multiple watches.
With it just being the first watch, the thing that I would say I probably didn't like, there was a lot of weird, like, I'll call them transitions, but like it felt like there was a lot of weird interjections of what we'll call B-roll. Like that, it's like.
Oh, you weren't a fan of the random while they're doing dialogue and stuff like that, the random inserts, like you said, Ben-Hur or like the shadows of like fans or the ghosts of Christmas Past, pretty much.
Right. It felt weird. Which maybe on the second watch it'll feel a little more fluid.
I always
but
catch something new in dialogue too. But yeah, I get it. And
it felt like
honestly, it really does take more than one watch.
It felt like it was breaking up like some of the more serious scenes. It felt like it was breaking it up when it didn't need to.
Kind of breaking up your focus a little bit on what was going
Right.
on. Yeah, that's totally an Oliver Stone move. He thinks he's intensifying a scene by throwing in some random shit like that. You know, he didn't do that Scarface, but his later movies, yeah, he does that a lot. But yeah, I get that. But I am stoked that you will at least watch it again. I'm very, very, very happy about that. I would say, in my opinion, the only bad performance, and it's only just one bad word. Cameron Diaz. I mean, she just feels off-putting as the owner anyway. Because one, she's way too fucking hot.
I liked her. Like, I thought she did a good job playing the bitch.
But when she's talking to Al Pacino about the movie, and Al Pacino's talking about how he made the deal with her dad with a handshake and a beer, and then said, "Would you want to come have a beer with me?" She's like, "I don't drink beer."
Don't drink beer.
So then Al Pacino walks away, and then she turns around and she goes, "Beer?" And the way she says the word "beer," it makes my ears bleed. I'm like, "Are you that vanilla?"
Yeah, that little 2-second clip could have been cut without any impact.
So if I was director, I'm like, nope, start again, reshoot. We're not doing beer, like a weird white person lost in in a black community type of fucking beer. That always bothered me, and that's always gonna fucking bother me.
Yeah,
Don't know why.
I mean, so we are. I wouldn't say rambling on about this movie, but I feel like we should go ahead and probably review it. So we still have a little time for the Little Giants.
Yeah. I'll give my obvious answer because, like I said, I absolutely this movie. I forget how much I love this movie until I watch it every year. I can see how it gets a little dry in certain areas for some people, but like I said, the topic of discussion, no matter what aspect of football it is, it keeps me intrigued. Mm-hmm. Maybe they could have shaved off some of the Jamie Foxx and his girlfriend stuff, or they probably could even completely cut the Dennis Quaid and his wife and his fight with his wife about his wife saying that you're a football player and you keep playing, aka keep giving me money. Yeah.
He's like, I think I'm done. He's like, no, you got a good 6 or 7 years left, or whatever.
Yeah. Fucking waffle cunt. I don't know why I put waffle in front of that. Like that's the bad word. Anyways,
it's the declarative.
Yeah.
Whatever that term is.
But there's so many scenes and so many like performances, and it's just stuff that has sticked out for me. Because I love movies, but it's hard for me to retain scenes and dialogue in a lot of movies that I watch. This one, though, I've always retained both visuals and dialogue from this movie. I absolutely love this movie. Like it's my favorite football movie.
Okay.
And it's a toss up between Any Given Sunday and Rocky 2 as my favorite sports movie, period.
Okay.
So, but I mean, since it's associated with Rocky, it's got to get a Miss Davis. It's a fucking 10 for me.
I already wrote it down. The way you were going, I was like, I know what it is.
I know. I was like, no surprise. No surprise.
So,
but now I'm curious to hear your rating, sir.
So this movie for me, like I said earlier, the hype that I had been given on this movie, it was a little disappointing that it didn't live up to what I felt the hype should have been. But like when you get hyped like that,
I'd say it was overhyped.
In your own head, you always, once you get it something overhyped, you put it on a pedestal.
Right. Yeah, you can't avoid that. You can't.
Right.
That's why I try not to overhype stuff, but I can't help myself.
Right. Like it's still a good movie.
And that's why I asked if other people piped it up for you too, because now I'm mad at them.
There has been no less than 10 people that have overhyped.
The thing is, it's never in a top 10 though in any like list of sports movies. Like it's always
right. Like, and that's a little surprising because like it does have a lot of like the cast list, like you read off earlier. Like the cast list is amazing.
And there's no other football movie like this that you get every
Right.
aspect that you can think of in football, especially during that time period before
Mhm.
we became a pussy league with all the fucking
Right.
concussion rules and stuff
Right.
like that. It was still a hard edge, hard nosed fucking football back then
Right.
with illegal injections.
The closest thing that I could put that I've seen recently that reminded me of this movie was the TV show Ballers with The Rock.
Okay, see, I've been meaning to watch that, but I'm just,
Well,
I'm not a TV show
it's
guy.
a good TV show, but like delves into a lot of behind the scenes aspects of.
I'll say they go into the big behind the scenes.
And
it's even listed on my watch list, but I just haven't watched it yet.
I mean, it's good. It's a good watch. I mean, so while this movie didn't, so I'll quit rambling and live up to the hype that it was given to me, I still give it an 8. Like
I'll take that.
I mean, it's football. I love almost anything related to football. Like it was gonna have to be pretty bad for me to like this movie.
I say you're like me, even though it's a very dialogue driven movie. But you're like, the dialogue is good though because it's about something that I love. It's about football and all aspects of it. Hell yeah! All right. Well, before we get into the next movie, I'm gonna pause and pee.
We'll be right back.
All right, we are back again. Which shout out on the live recording to Colonel for discovering this fucking pause button. So I don't have to edit through fucking bunch of shit. But yeah, okay. So our next feature is Little Giants. Complete opposite of Any Given Sunday. There's not a bunch of cocaine down off titties and stuff like that in this one. It is a nostalgic one that I know you've seen before, but has it been a minute since you've watched this one though?
So, yes and no. So it's probably been probably 4 or 5 months ago. I don't remember if it was on TV or what, but we did watch it. And then so whenever it was time to watch it again for this week, he was like, "Well, we just watched this." I was like, "No, we didn't." Well, yeah, we just watched it. I was like, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, we just watched it. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works. And the thing is, when you're watching it for a talking purpose, you have to watch it again. If you just watched it the week before, you're like, now I have to watch it again so I can come up with some thoughts to do this.
So, what did you think about Ed O'Neill's dickness? And like, do you have a family member that is like him, where he's just like I'm sorry, but he's just a douchebag?
Lives in the past, all about himself. He's the king and stuff like that. I feel like every family member or every family has something like that.
I did too, and I was trying to think earlier today, and I can't think of anybody in my family that I would give that moniker to.
I've never had somebody that extreme. No.
Yeah.
But that was the glory of 90s kids grouping movies, which was the best decade of movies that involved a group of kids, whether it was sports or not.
The Green Mile, Heavyweights.
Did you say the Green Mile?
Not the Green Mile.
The Big Green?
Big Green is what I was thinking of. Yes,
the Green Mile has nothing to do with this.
Well, that's a sport of its own, right?
Right. But yeah, the Big Green, you got the Sandlot, you got Heavyweights. You got and I had them all in my head, but I didn't write them down, so now I don't fucking remember. But there's so many of them, though. So many good ones.
Yeah.
All the baseball ones, like Angels in the Outfield, Rookie of the Year, Little Big League, all came from the 90s. Those were all fantastic. I mean, 90s was king on kid groupings. Like you had your good ones in the 80s, like Goonies and Monster Squad, stuff like that.
Yep.
You even had some good ones in the 70s, like all the Bad News Bears series was good.
Yep. Well, and I'm sorry, like I did love the Bad News Bears from the 70s, which I think it might have been a remake too, but like the remake with Billy Bob. I really liked that one too.
That was a fun one. And that was early 2000s. Like I said, then it kind of had a resurgence. They tried to resurge it. Like early 2000s still wasn't PC yet, so we still got some solid movies like that. But then today we don't get these movies anymore. where you get the group of kids. Like,
Yeah,
I
probably the
guess
closest thing we get today is Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yeah. And people have tried to play off the success of Stranger Things, but it really hasn't quite worked. That's been the only success story of these group of kids. And they haven't been, kudos to Netflix because, Stranger Things, they haven't been full PC with their Stranger Things
Right.
run, which I'm glad for because like in Little Giants, I mean, we got the stereotypical, we got the little fat kid that does the weird honking noise when he runs. I love when he goes, "You rang." He does that a couple times.
Right.
My favorite kid though was definitely the fragile kid, the little nerdy fragile kid.
With the glasses like you're wearing.
Mm-hmm. yeah, okay. But but I love the kid. And I love that he got the scoring touchdown, the winning touchdown at the end. I'm like, hell yeah. But I mean, there's so many different little quotable lines. I wrote down a couple from this. I love it when I love when they try to intentionally hurt Devin Sawa, and then so Icebox comes back into the game.
Yep.
And the dickhead coach is like, "That's no cheerleader. That's my niece Becky. She's pissed.
Yep.
You pissed her off because you just hurt Devin Sawa." Which, yeah, you can't get away with this anymore because Icebox was a girl, and you're okay to go. She's a girl. She can't play these sports, stuff like that. Now you can't do that anymore.
Right. Now you can't say that.
No, but I mean, it's still fucking true. Look at the WNBA. That shit's fucking boring as fuck.
That is the worst. So I was at bowling last night, and they had the Nebraska Cincinnati game on the pair to the right of us. They had tennis on the pair to the left of us. They had WNBA on our TV. And I didn't watch our TV at all. Once that game finished, there was UFC fights on, so I'd watch it then. But
right, that's really the only area to where, typically a male dominant sport. I accept females too in MMA. Those girls throw down. They beat the fuck out of each other, and I love that. I tried to get in WNBA.
NBA saying pay us what you owe us or whatever, and it's like, well,
they owe them money.
Yeah, the WNBA has never turned a profit.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, you. But that's a weird little fucking political topic we're not getting in. But yeah, sorry, women, but you're not gonna get paid the same as men until you start pulling in the revenue and entertain as girls. Much. and I will still say you throw a ball like a girl because then that's still an insult in my head.
It absolutely is.
Men and women are equal, but in different aspects.
Don't get me wrong. There are some girls that can throw the ball way better than I can. But like shit, I'm still going to say you threw it like a girl.
Right. Let's see. Oh, and a little fat kid said, "That's it. I'm leaving the country. I'm moving to New Mexico." I don't know why I found that fucking hilarious. Or Spike that refers to himself in a third person. That fucking kid.
Right. I feel like that kid was in other movies, and I could never.
He was. He has been in random things. I meant to look him up because I know he's been in random things, and he still acts to this day. But I just don't know.
Okay.
I didn't look into what he's done.
All right. I'm gonna right now because I had something in my head and now I can't remember.
Why are you looking to that though? I remember when this movie came out in '94, so that's when I was fresh into my Cowboys fandom. Even though the Cowboys are the villains like they are in a lot of movies. I mean, Dallas Knights, New England Sunday, Jerry Maguire, Dallas Cowboys, the enemies. Dallas was always the enemy because this was during the Dallas Dynasty run. So if we did a remake to this day, the Chiefs would probably be the enemies, and like it would be Little Broncos instead of Little Giants.
It probably would be.
So yeah, but yeah, I would definitely love to play for the Cowboys, even though they lost. I would still rather play the Cowboys because those are more of the football players. But then after the game was over, I'd rather go hang out with the Little Giants because they're more my people. Bunch of fucking nerdy ass kids blowing snot bubbles and eating sandwiches out of their helmets, stuff like that. Which is nothing you can't get away with anymore. We can't make fun of fat kids anymore and the way they breathe when they run and how much they eat.
Oh yeah, like the movie Heavyweights could never be made today.
Oh, I say Heavyweights is the like focal point of a movie that cannot be made today when it comes to those kids movies.
Did you ever watch the
90s.
movie Brink, the skating movie?
I did. I don't remember a lot of it, but yeah, I remember watching that.
He was in that one. So it feels like for the most part he was in a lot of
he was always the villain character in a lot of these.
Like so his filmography does not jump out at me on anything where I'm like, oh, what I was thinking of. So he was in a lot of TV shows for like one episode, a handful of them for 2 or 3, but his most recent movie was Holiday Engagement as a surfer dude.
Okay.
He was in True Blood for one episode. He was credited as a thing banger.
So he's a douche. Okay. So I always do casting every fucking movie that we do. I always look at the cast and stuff like that. The little girl, the daughter of Ed O'Neill, the douchebag older brother coach. That's Alexa Vega, which
I've heard the name.
She did the what are they called? Spy Kids. She was in that.
Yes, yeah.
But what I know her from is Repro the Genetic Opera.
Okay.
She's the main girl from she's the main girl. 17. That
really
the main girl. That's her. That's Alexa Vega.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And did you recognize? So you had the little fat kid, and we got to see his parents, which were stereotypically all fat and stuff like that. Did you recognize the dad? That was also doing like the makeshift field goal and stuff.
Eric Stone Street?
Nope, it wasn't Eric Stone Street.
Okay, he looked familiar, and I think that kept coming to my head, but I didn't think that it was him. But in '94, it could have
been. His most famous role was Francis in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I never saw that movie. I was never a big Pee-wee guy.
You seen Leprechaun, right?
Yeah.
The retarded guy.
Okay.
That the little kid is trying to buy a brain for the transplant. That guy.
Okay.
He's been in a lot of stuff. Those are some random little cast things that I noticed in this. Looking up the cast.
And obviously there was some more NFL players. Were you happy to see?
Yeah, Emmitt Smith. Yeah. Gotta remember that was prime Emmitt Smith too. Like he was only like a year or two in the league. Like they just won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I think that was after their Super Bowl 27 win when they filmed this movie. So the Cowboys were the Cowboys. And Bruce Smith, of course. I mean, but those other guys that were with Emmitt, they're nothing. They're trash. This is the 90s, baby. Emmitt Smith.
Right.
And John Madden. I love how John Madden did his map, and he was doing John Madden style. We went this way, and then boom, and then we go up this way, and then boom, and then we take a turn here, and now we don't know where we are.
So big surprise! Big surprise! NFL players weren't good actors. So,
oh yeah, big shocker.
So John Madden joked after the shooting that getting the players to act natural was harder than coaching a 2-minute drill.
Nice. I love John Madden, man. I was always a big John Madden fan.
I hated the team he coached, and as he was getting later in life, it was all too easy to just make fun of some of the Madden quotes that he would have. Like,
oh yeah, because he would do like something like whoever's
have more points on the scoreboard at the end of the game.
Exactly. That's a constant Madden joke because that's shit that he would honestly say. He would be like, well, whichever team scores the most points is probably going to win this game.
Right. Like it's like
probably.
Okay, yes, you are an icon, Hall of Famer, amazing mind when it comes to football. You didn't need to be a commentator because you were saying some stupid stuff.
But John Madden and Pat Summerall, though, their commentator days, phenomenal.
Right.
me being a wrestling fan, it makes me think of Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler. You can never have a combo again like that. You'll never be able to repeat that combo or that combo. Like,
yep,
you never can. Especially not with Joe Buck and Chris Collinsworth and all these fucktards.
Oh, Chris Collinsworth. Oh my God.
Now here's a guy.
So Chris Collinsworth is the reason that the Chiefs tackles were getting flagged because they did the same thing that every other team does, every other left tackle does, and he's leaving a little early. Yeah, every left tackle does.
Like, does Chris Collinsworth annoy you about how much he licks Patrick Mahomes' nuts? Like, I know it's your team, but like, I've had it to where I'm like, yes, I know, like my team is great, but
what annoys me about Chris Collinsworth is that he literally does not think about what he's saying before he says it, and he's a fucking retarded idiot.
That's putting it mildly. That's our PG version of what we feel about Chris Collinsworth.
The only commentator that I hate worse than Chris Collinsworth is Joe Buck.
So if Joe, because those are two that can actually sync up, because Joe Buck is the play-by-play and Chris Collinsworth is the color commentator, so they could actually link up someday.
Oh, if they did, I would go watch the Eli and Peyton broadcast.
I do watch the mini cast. I love the mini cast.
It's not uncommon for me to go watch the Eli and Peyton cast over listening to Joe Buck.
Well, I see people complaining like I don't go to watch parties anymore because I want to hear the commentators and hear the audio and stuff like that. I'm like, fuck that. I don't need to hear the commentators and stuff like that.
I don't need to hear
I'm enjoying watching the fucking games with my friends. Yeah. Yep. I'd rather listen to my friends over analyzing fucking plays and being ridiculous.
The only time I need the commentator is if I'm needing to hear if there was an injury and let they talk about the injury, or if they are like, it's very rare that they are calling out something that I didn't see.
Right. But anyways, the Little Giants. Ed O'Neill, fucking Rick Moranis. No, that's my fault too. I mean, that's what happens when we talk sports, man. We fucking go on it.
It's true.
This movie, like when it comes to ranking on those 90s kids movies, like when I say kids, like, you know, the kid actors and stuff like that. So many good ones in the 90s. I put this probably about mid-range on all the good ones that came out in the 90s, in my opinion. Like, because there's some good highlights, but I wish there was more of this group of kids in Little Giants.
Right.
We focused on the O'Shea family too much and didn't really focus on the little nerdy kid or little fat kid.
Right. We didn't get
or
much
little Asian kid that kicks. Like, let me see a little segment where the little Asian kid learns how to kick the goddamn fucking field goal. Or let me get the little snot rocket kid and understand why he's able to tackle Spike out of nowhere.
Those all could have been there, and they had to cut it down to get it to an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say, that's a 2.5 movie I am down for. So I can learn more about the rest of these kids. And we can get the fun antics that these kids would be getting into together.
Right.
But they just kind of pieced these kids together. The fucking random cowboy kid that didn't want to play, didn't know like football, but he said, "You're on the team anyway. Good job, Rick Moranis." Which I love Rick Moranis, and I can't wait for him to return in Spaceballs 2. His big acting return since he retired.
Yes, Schwartz returns.
That is the only reason I'm excited for Spaceballs 2 is to see Rick Moranis back, baby.
Yep.
Bring it on, baby. But yeah, and also before we start reviewing this movie, that football field was not 100 yards. That was like a 50-yard fucking football.
Right.
That was like a 50-yard football field. I didn't notice that until this watch recently. I was like, that is not a full football field. That is a short front yard. Like maybe 50 yards max. But they treated it like it was a 100-yard goddamn thing.
So I am seeing that so apparently this released theaters, but it didn't have a huge box office grossing.
Yeah, I didn't look in the box office.
But it had to
obviously has a cult following.
Right, it has a cult following. Like it had to have had a huge VHS /DVD /Blu-ray /TV.
Back when video releases meant something, the video releases and streaming on like HBO and TV and all that
'Cause,
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, this movie came out back in the time that I really didn't get to go to movies, so like I wouldn't have got to see it until it came out on VHS anyway.
Like this is one of the titles to where everybody knows. Everybody
Mhm.
knows Little Giants. Everybody like all these because I'm pretty sure there's probably some 90s kids sports movies that we forget about because they didn't
They didn't
last. They
stand up
didn't have a
to
leg
Little
to stand
Giants.
on. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it makes me sad when people forget about Big Green. I'm like, how do you forget about Big Green? But a lot of people
Or when
do.
they call it the Green Mile.
Oh yeah, when people call it the Green Mile instead of Big Green, two totally different fucking movies. And I love that guy Patrick, whatever, the ginger kid that was in so many movies like The Sandlot, Big Green, and a bunch of others. I love that dude. Love that dude. I've actually been in contact with him. Maybe one of these days we can interview him. That'd be cool.
Did you ever watch Little Big League?
Yeah, I love Little Big League. The manager, the little fucking manager.
And I mean, you've also got Space Jam, came out in the 90s.
Space Jam.
That was my favorite 90s kids movie, like kids sports movie.
When you watch it as an adult, it is bang, bang, bang. It's over. It's they go through. And
Well,
Michael Jordan was not a good actor.
No, he wasn't. But like the other movie that we
But when
can't,
we're kids, we don't care.
the other sport movie that we can't forget about from the 90s, Cool Runnings Man.
Oh my God, yes. So I was sitting there trying to, because I was like, I'm going to do a little moment where I rattle off all these 90s movies. But then I'm like, well, alcohol's going to get involved. And I'm not going to be able to do that.
See, I feel like
Yes,
there was a movie, it was a basketball movie. The Air Up There?
Probably. The Air Up There with Kevin Bacon. The tall, yep, that's Kevin Bacon. Okay. Yep. Once you said that title, Kevin Bacon. And then the tall, weird African. I'm not going to say any other words besides
smart plan.
Yeah. But like he found him in a tribe. Like he discovered this guy in a tribe in the middle of a jungle type of thing. And we'll just go.
Right. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. Like I'm just trying to rack my brain about 90s sports movies that were
back when those existed. But yeah, we let's review this bitch and just move on.
Yeah,
we'll talk about 90s movies like nonstop. For me, with Little Giants, revisiting it has been several years. There's still those moments that I remember, like the little fucking snot-nosed kid. I can't see with this thing on. I fucking love that. And he says it twice when he's trying to put the helmet on, and then when Spike tells him he's gonna rip his head off, so he does the Ninja Turtle thing and puts his head in the fucking shoulder pads, and he's walking around. He does the same thing. I can't see with this thing on. And I started cracking up. Fucking lost it.
And when his mom didn't think that the pads were enough, so she sent him in a fucking wrap.
And there's these random moments in this movie that I love, but there's that big middle section to where they focus too much on the O'Shea family and just make it more dramatic than it needs to be. And also, fun fact, Devin Sawa had to learn how to throw a football in this. That Canadian floppy-headed bastard. He's from Canada, so he had no idea
what football even was.
Right. Well, he didn't even know what a football was because he was from Canada, and they didn't have the CFL back then.
Speaking of Devin Sawa, would you consider this the movie that gave him his big start, or is this like just one in a line of movies after he'd already gotten his big start?
Casper was before this. Casper, I would say it was his launching pad, even though he was only in it for like 5 minutes. But they're like, oh, pretty boy, let's put him in Tiger Beat, and we're going to put him in all the kids' movies. That's pretty much how it went. And then there was a little gap to where he disappeared, and then came back for Final Destination when he was,
I feel like there was another
movie that looked this handsome.
But
I mean, like big recognizable names. He did a lot of like Night of the Twisters, or he did a weird version of Romeo and Juliet, which was all fucking stupid. But with Tyler Devine too, go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself with Jerry Jones. But
I still love you, Tyler.
I love your movies. You can go fuck yourself. But yeah, but overall though, like rewatching this as an adult and actually sitting here and analyzing it since we're doing this show, uh, like I said, it's about mid for me, but I'll give it a solid 6. I'm going 6 on
So
this one.
funny story. I'd already written down 6, and I thought, oh, he's been talking a little high on it. I think I'm gonna write down 7. So now I got to hit back.
I love how you keep trying to predict my shit, and then a lot of times you're right. This is
I've been
bullshit.
pretty dang close. Like my
This is
gut
bullshit.
reaction was correct, and I should have stuck with it. So for me, this is a movie that I watched many, many times as a child. It's nostalgic. It's football. It's just there's a lot of I don't want to rehash what we've talked about for the last 20, 30 minutes. So I'll keep it short. This movie gets a 9 for me. Like it.
Oh,
it
really?
was very, very, very like I had debates on whether to give it a 10 or a 9.
Wow. Hell yeah.
It is I loved it.
So you watched it as a kid, and then you've revisited it throughout the years,
like
and
this
still love it.
this is a movie that whenever it's like it's not on often enough anymore that if I see it on TV, there's a decent chance I'm going to stop and watch it.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Well, before we get any further, and our studio audience is kind of building up a little bit, so give us our movies for in 2 weeks.
All right. So we are taking next week off because the Chiefs play Friday, and the Tex.
Yeah, football is important, baby.
Right. So the Chiefs play Friday in Brazil, and the Texas Longhorns play on Saturday. So neither one of us are going to be in any kind of condition to record next week. Well, one of us won't be on one night, but could be on the other night, and it's vice versa. So anyway, next week we're going to get into some conspiracies.
Oh, we're doing conspiracy theories.
We're gonna. Well, I would call them both conspiracy theory type of movies. So one of them is going to be The Manchurian Candidate.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
And the other one is called Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson.
Ah, you brought Mel Gibson earlier for a reason. Okay.
I didn't, but yeah. So that is our movies for next time.
All right. Well, I'm in this because I got a piece, so I have been Andrew Fay.
I've been the Colonel.
That is.
And you get Denzel, by the way.
And go fuck yourself, Denzel. Go fuck yourself, Jerry Jones, and the rest of you. Go fuck yourself. Just kidding. Love y'all. Good night.
Good night. Love you. We'll be right back.